What's up, guys? This is Josh with West Tech Pros. We're going to be doing something a little different today. We are going to be talking about hard drives, specifically the mechanical kind. Today's video is brought to you by no one, because I don't have sponsors. I'm a new YouTube channel. Now, you might be asking, what is a hard drive? Well, a hard drive is the part of your computer that stores all your data. It stores all of your pictures, your videos, your documents, your operating system. Anything that you see on your screen is stored inside your hard drive. Now, this is one of the most essential pieces of your computer for your computer to run. Without a hard drive, your computer is nothing but a bunch of parts put together. Now, there's different kinds of hard drives out there. There's smaller ones, there's ones with more space, less space, higher speed, lower speed, ones that work differently. Today we're going to be talking about this kind of hard drive. This is a mechanical drive at 3.5 inch. Now, the way these work is inside here there are these little platters, and those platters have these arms that come across them. They're like little CDs, and that arm has a needle on it that reads and writes to that disk and puts the information on it, and then takes the information off of it to display it on your screen. Pulls that information off. It's then loaded on what's called a cache, which is on this motherboard piece right here, and then sent through this little thing of pins, you can see right here, into your motherboard, and then displayed on your computer. This little deal of pins right here next to it is what powers it, because it has to have its own separate power to run all those disks inside it. That's what's called SATA power, S-A-T-A. And this is these are SATA ports. This is a SATA data port, and that's a SATA power port. The cache is basically a separate storage on the drive itself that holds frequently used data that comes off the drive. And the way that works is when you have data that's used over and over again, it keeps that in the cache so it can be accessed faster. Because this drive might spin at 7,200 RPM, which is rotations per minute. But you got to think that there are billions of bits of data that it has to pull at a time, and then all that data has to be brought to you. So in that scope, it takes a little while. So what the cache does is it will hold that data that's frequently used, and then access the stuff in the back end on the platters while it's showing you the data on the front. The main part of these are, number one, they're very fragile. You can drop one and it can break it very, very easily. You can hit it just the right way, just a little bit too hard, and it can break it. Because all those platters, there's several on top of each other, have arms going to them. If anything gets knocked the wrong way or anything, it can scar one of those discs, and then it's just ruined. At that point, you have to send it to a data recovery specialist who will take them apart and fix them and put them back together, or they can recover the data off of it. Now, this isn't meant to be no professional opinions or super in-depth educational material about these. This is just off my knowledge, and maybe somebody who doesn't know anything about them can learn a little bit and have a little bit more knowledge going in, especially if they're buying one. You want to look at different things on there, not just the size of the drive, but the type of the drive. Like, do you need a bigger drive with a 3.5 inch? Do you need SATA power? Do you need 7,200 RPMs or 5,400 RPMs? And all that stuff adds into the speed and stability of that drive. Really, it's up to the person of what you're needing, but for the most part, just a regular user, I would suggest a little bit faster drive with 7,200 RPMs Most people like to go for about a terabyte a day, a terabyte these days. That's a pretty good amount of space to hold what you need to hold if you're doing a little bit of gaming, or if you're doing a little bit of office work, or just watching videos on YouTube all day. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like below if you like it, and go ahead and leave a dislike if you don't. But this has been Josh with West Tech Pros. Y'all have a good day.